Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Now, you're gonna have to brace yourself. This is going to be some groundbreaking news. It turns out FLA is extremely shaky and corruption is rampant in the organization. Brace yourself. Right, I know that's some very revealing stuff. Right. You've never heard this before. Right. But fun and joke aside, the Integrity Commission start call some name. Them put together a report and it's not looking or sounding good. A couple of your favorite politicians. But them call out 3 main people. One of them, former security minister, Robert Montague. He's a member of the JLP. Mr. Divine Intervention himself, Peter Bunting, of the PNP. And former deputy chairman, Dennis Meadows. The report basically states them sign off on certain individuals getting weapons based on their background, them shouldn't get none. Remember, FLA is an organization that turns down people who don't even have criminal records. FLA reject enough man application just because them come to the conclusion say, well, them isn't a reason why you have one. You didn't show them enough gold, frankincense and myrrh. You couldn't show them 15 acre of land with 300 mule on it. Right, maybe 6,000 cattle. Right. You couldn't convince the FLA. But this whole time, they were handing out firearms to people who were actually criminals. While pretending that, we have to be strict, we can't allow things to, slip. We don't believe you, FLA. You never did. But, of course, we are talking about them things a long time. But my thing I mainly forget views, so don't take them seriously. But the Integrity Commission, let's take them seriously. Because we know, Integrity Commission, last time I checked, don't have a YouTube channel. Right? So, them name these 3 individuals. You see Dennis Meadows? I can show you how Jamaica is a small and spooky place. In doing some research on a couple of the articles I dropped about him, get to understand that Dennis Meadows, one of the main things them have against him was he allowed his brother-in-law to get a firearm. Very spooky individual. You see that brother-in-law? I go play a clip from Nationwide telling you all about him and film case and how Dennis Meadows pulled some strings for him. You see that brother-in-law? Trillani people can tell you all about him. Real name, Clean 20, nickname, Top Man. Do you know who is Top Man's very, very close friend? Ask Trillani people. I do some views me I look, so don't take me serious, ask Trillani people. Do you know who is Top Man's very, very close friend? As I say, bench and rearing. Romy. Remember when police they find the whole heap of rifle them and youth dead? I'ma say, remember they were renting firearms and all that? I'ma say, I really Romy. They want to find because I Romy. Right? Is the person who actually pulled the strings them. Romy and Top Man, Clean 20, the brother-in-law of Dennis Meadows, saying Dennis Meadows will sign off upon Clean 20's firearm. Bench and rearing. Ask Trillani people. Anyway, you see one, you see the other. So people have to go explain why one of the country's top gun runners, brother-in-law, did I get certain string pull for him, and that brother-in-law was none other than deputy chairman of the country's legal firearm system, or the people who issue them. Spooky, isn't it? I wonder if one of these agencies can look into that. But as Mr. Ashton people, I'm going to play a clip from Nationwide explaining all about the same Top Man or Clean 20. Check this out.
Mr. Clint Rennie was implicated in attempted possession of cocaine in the United States. He was deported to Jamaica in August 2002. Mr. Rennie failed to disclose the details of this previous conviction in the United States to the FLA. On this basis, the then Robert Gregory-chaired FLA board denied Mr. Rennie's application for a license to own a legal weapon. The Jamaica Labour Party won the February 2016 general elections, and then National Security Minister Robert Montague appointed Dennis Meadows the deputy chairman of the FLA. On June 13, 2016, Meadows' brother-in-law wrote a letter to the then CEO of the authority, Kenroy Wedderburn, requesting reconsideration of the 2015 denial. In his letter, Rennie says it was not his intention to deceive the board, but that the previous run-in with the law is a part of his past that he would rather expunge from his memory and from history. He notes he has learned his lesson the hard way and will possibly bear the consequences of what he describes as youthful exuberance. The letter was not a formal appeal as prescribed under the Firearms Act. There is nothing on the file to indicate the request was sent to the review board of the FLA. It was received at the authority and signed by a member of the clerical staff on June 15, 2016. That very same day, Dennis Meadows, along with two other directors, without comment or explanation, approved his brother-in-law's application to own a legal 9mm pistol, reversing a previous board's decision. Nationwide has seen no evidence on the file that any of the circumstances or information which led to the denial of the previous application in 2015 had changed, nor did Meadows' brother-in-law outline any new information in his request for reconsideration. There's also no information on file which indicates how or why a request to an agency, which is said to have a backlog of hundreds of cases, was received on one day and approved that very same day. Mr. Meadows does not explain on the file why he did not recuse himself from the expedited signing of his brother-in-law's request to the authority. Ricardo Brooks for Nationwide News.
So as you can hear, the usual excuses, youthful exuberance. This is somebody who was international smuggling. This is how them son one time them get catch and them know say them family and them friends are big wigs. Then just throw out some words to the public. Some people in the public don't even know what them are here. Them just give some little generic excuse. Well, youthful exuberance. Youthful exuberance is when little youth are idle and fling stone on the court somebody carry glass. That's youthful exuberance. Youthful exuberance is when time schoolboy are idle, right? Them say, "Oh, for me could take Mr. Smith bicycle, right, and ride it down the road. Or me could take Mr. Smith bike and ride it down the road and carry it back for him seat." Right? Them little idle foolishness. That's youthful exuberance. Being an international bad coke mover, right? Being a druggie, that's not youthful exuberance. Firing them there and then catch him. When them get catch, right, that's when time them start dress it up. Remember, in Jamaica, depending on who you know, you're allowed to drop the whole "that's the past." The same Jamaica way, you need to get doctors and lawyers and JPs to sign documents that you're a fit and proper person to do even the most basic of things. Things that shouldn't even require, right, another individual to sign off on nothing. In Jamaica, you are a fully developed adult and you have to link another fully developed adult to make him sign on a piece of paper so you can get something that every fully developed adult should have. That's Jamaica in 2022. Right. Well, we can't just have anyone doing this. We need to do background. But then when I want them friend them, like Top Man, or your favorite lawyer, then them say, "Well, that's the past. We have to move on. Nobody is perfect." There's only some people get them excuse there. When them friends and family, it's the past. But if you just to get one little account somewhere, "Sorry, we can't work with you because we did a background check and it turns out this and that." And the bad no want to sign off on paper and the JP no want to sign a line, no want to sign. "Sorry, we cannot help you, sir." But it's just a little, I do some little business I tried. It doesn't matter, "Sir, we can't help you." But you can get gone though. If you know the right people. if your brother-in-law is the right man. Spooky, no? Jamaica is the real Netflix. This thing right also is just the start. Integrity Commission, well, I guess they have to work with the info them have, but this don't even crack the surface. Not even the surface. And even the current FLA system and current FLA leadership, nobody feels that it's squeaky clean. Nobody feels that it's a case of, good versus evil at FLA, bad versus good. It's a case of man a throw man under the bus. So who can go down first? Hopefully, if me put enough things on him, then nobody really point the spotlight on me. This is an organization that has denied many people firearms. Many people who have gone on to lose their life. But if your favorite drug is, your favorite scammer, make a couple links, money run, just like that, them strap up. But welcome to Jamrock. Irie man, no problem man. The Integrity Commission, I've said it before and I'll say it again. At some point, them have to try to give them some teeth. Because the Integrity Commission then can do them investigations and them can, them can put a report together, but then pass it on like them and say, and then somebody else have to go charge and prosecute and all that. Or me see, a body like this, if it is to really be effective in curbing corruption, it needs some teeth. Right? It needs to be able to build them case and say, you know what, this person I get charged. At the moment, from what I'm aware of, and that's how it work. And if without teeth, the dog no intimidate nobody. The reason why people go and get Doberman pinchers and German Shepherd, right, or even a little Jamaican Shepherd, the reason why they get them and put them in their yard is because somebody go see dog, or see dog teeth, and they run the joke with him. If you have one teeth and you go in one yard and when you look in there you see, right, this big 110 pound right, Doberman pincher, and when the dog open his mouth, or they see a pear gum, you know what you do? Walk in the yard and kick down the dog. Right, a matter of fact, you might rub him belly. You might give him a tummy rub. You might ask him, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. And then go and go broke the house. You know why I did that? Because the dog not on the teeth. So don't take the dog serious. Right. Integrity Commission, or a body like Integrity Commission, needs some teeth so these people can start taking them serious. But at the moment, they're like, alright, you name me now and report, but what gonna happen? You think my colleagues them are gonna sink me? You think my squaddy them are gonna sink me? Oh, I'm so scared of your report. Right, this is how these people act. But at least if I get report man, at least that's the office some light. Irie man. Anyway, you can see how this look because 2022, some things that may say I come out, some stories that may have developed. This is going to be a very interesting year. Now before the video I don't want to talk about remember the story, look rape a bull from them we take a little girl them. After me things the man lock up long time because the story happened so long that even though there was this big fuss, all these people are hunt man and then even innocent man they lose them life. But things say well by now man still on the road. My hear say yesterday, depending on when you hear this video, the youth strike again in Portland. How has he been operating, surviving, eating and sleeping all this time? People are helping. That show you say even somebody as sick as that youth, right, still can go yard to yard, get shield, get covered. Right? Nobody may give him up yet. What you think he might eat grass? You think him live in a bush and eat grass? He might have help. That's how he's been evading the police all this time. Even somebody like that. Remember the same people, oh we are going to look for him man, and kill an innocent man and then can't find him. Right? Quote unquote can't find him. Right? Them place that small place. Once you start go Portland, St. Mary, St. Thomas, small place. Right? Every man, every dog. Right? And this brother operate with impunity. People of Portland keep on putting them safe. lock off the TV, lock off the young and the reckless to go on and watch, lock off the tinler swindler, and follow on the pitney and go to school. Too much pitney and walk up and up and do by themselves. Pitney and carry pitney go to school. When you look at say one pitney carry one next pitney, carry one next pitney. And parents in the yard that watch tinler still now. Protect on the pitney them. But I phone the pitney them, don't know what. But we can't individually mention this. Hearing about the police officer who take him life. I'm going to try to do a second video, but I try to get more information on that particular officer. But I'm going to start with the man in Jamaica. When I still mention it before, I'm showing the stats. Men in Jamaica taking them life is a serious issue. Telling all the time, get some help. There are avenues out there, even in the JCF. There are avenues in the JCF. Man, forget help. I know the culture stay. I know say it is seen. The man don't want to look like say my soft as. If certain thoughts are got to your head, get some help. Too many Jamaican men, right, who find money for do everything except better with mental health. Right. Mental health have to take serious in Jamaica. You shouldn't have to get to that point. Take some of the money we want to buy NSC and a smartphone, right, and I keep up to date with the latest foolishness and spend it on what truly matters. I tell you to talk to you. When you see the stats, when you see the data, right, the bad now come save the man, the bad now come save you. Right. Now, if you go through something, get some help. Put the ego aside, right. Put the bravado aside. If you're feeling like you're down in the dumps, and the bad now just wake up one night and get to that point, they slowly get to that point. Get some help. I'm watching the face and make the man pan the corner shame you and make you stay in your shell until they take you on a life. I ask the man them kindly, get some help. Anyway, the Agent Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Vulture Squad, stay circling. Bless.